Okay, Alfonso, let's talk about what we have so far. We've got the temples here. We've got similar stone structures in Georgia. We've got the linguistic connections. We've got the iconography of the mural that's so fantastic it's virtually identical. We've got the archaeoastronomy. I tell you, we're starting to build a pretty strong case here. What can you tell me about Maya blue?
Let me show you. This is the sacred cenote of Chichen Itza.
It's huge. This is a giant sinkhole. It's just incredible.
Well, this is the most special place in Chichen Itza. This is where it gets its name. Chichen means the mouth of the sinkhole. That means a cenote. And not only is a water place, but it's also a sacred place to bring offerings.
What do we know about the bottom? What's on the bottom?
They found Maya blue. They found remains of children between 9 and 10.
This is crazy. Why would they throw children in here?
The belief is that children are the ideal messenger to the rain god. So when you want to please the rain god, you use children as offerings, so you sacrifice them.
Okay, wow. Geologically, I've read that down at the bottom of this cenote, there is a 4-meter or about 14-foot thick layer that is heavily laden with Maya blue clay. That represents a lot of material. How would that much Maya blue get in the bottom?
One good possibility will be that the children were painted blue before being thrown into the cenote. The other thing is that we have other types of sacrifices. The sacrifices that we know that happen in Chichen, because we have a carving and a painting that shows the person leaned against a trapezoid stone, so they can put pressure in the back and they can use a knife and slice the chest open and pull the heart out and then offer it to the gods.
So they place them on a rock to arch their body, so when they made the incision it would naturally open, and then they would go in. You know, I knew that they used the Maya blue in the murals and in some of the artifacts, the vessels and various things, but I had no idea that they were using it to paint the people for sacrifice. That's
what we assume by the amount of Maya blue in the bottom of the cenote.
Is there any Maya blue, the original Maya blue, still on site here anywhere?
Oh yes, there's still some that we can see, and there's still some inside of the building.
I think the Maya blue could be the hard link between the Mayans and Georgia. As a geologist, it just might be the scientific proof I've been looking for.
This is a good example of Maya blue. You can tell it is around the square. Maya blue was used for painting buildings and painting offerings, and sometimes sacrificial victims.
My understanding is that the longevity of this material, why it lasts so long, is because it's made of a very special clay called palygorskite, combined with a blue dye or an indigo dye made from anil leaves around here. It resists acids and it's very durable. Now, this type of clay we commonly see in cat litter. It causes clumping. We also see it in anti-diarrhea medicine because it absorbs the toxins. So this clay material is very unique. It creates a dye that lasts a very long time. How long has this pigment been sitting on this wall?
Well, the dates we have is about 900 AD. That will be about 1,100 years ago.
1,100 years ago.
Indeed.
So this unique clay, where would they get this source material?
I don't know. I haven't found a single source.
Yes, and that's another important piece to this puzzle that we're trying to figure out is we do have a very good source of palygorskite in Georgia, and this could be the source for the Mayans. And I do have a way I think we might be able to test this so we can compare it to see if this is the same source material as Georgia found here. I'm getting really excited about this case. We have the cranial deformation. We have evidence in Georgia of that practice. We know we have it here. We have the wonderful mural that you showed us, that the iconography that was virtually identical to that copper plate that we talked about. We have stone structures in Georgia that have a similar layout, at least appears to be a similar layout to what we have here. And lastly, we have archaeoastronomy, which ties all people together, but certainly the culture in Georgia that we're looking at and the Maya people here. We still have the LiDAR data that we need to look at, but I tell you what, this is looking really good.